Continuing, now the computer can be characterized based on the size. So this is the thing very important in the computer networks. That is the mainly we have LAN, MAN, WAN, SAN. So what is the LAN? Local area network. The range of this network will be from 10 meter to the 1 kilometer. The example we can give it as the network within the classroom, within the campus, that is the LAN. MAN is the metropolitan area network, which is connecting within the city. The range is 10 kilometer to the 100 kilometer. The TV wires which is connected within the one city, telephone wire which is connected within the one city. This can be the example of a MAN. And third one is the wide area network, so connecting from one country to the another country. So that is the WAN. Range is 100 kilometer to the 1000 kilometer. Here the concept of a satellite will come. So satellite is the not part of our discussion, so but you should know the satellite, the range is 100 kilometer to the 1000 kilometer. And one more category will come, that is the SAN, storage area network. This is nothing but a connecting device, to connect the high performance computing systems to storage services. Example is a fiber channel. And one more term you have to understand, the difference between the network and the internet. So network is nothing but the connection of a computers. So connection of a computers or the devices. I may connect from the one computer to the another computer and another computer to the some tab, mobile. So that may be a wired or a wireless. So connection between the many computers, this one we call it as the network. Whereas the connection of networks from one network to another network, connection of a network is called as a internetwork. So short form we call it as a internet. Okay, network to the network connection is the internet. So what we require for connection of the one network to the another network, that is the router. So connection within the network we require switches. From network to the network we require the router. So this is the definition I have to understand, and the difference network to the another internet. The next requirement is a support for a common services. So by using the common system like with a wire or with the common devices, what are the basic requirement for building a network? That is the support for a common services. And it must be in the main requirement here is it must be able to communicate in a meaningful way. That means there should not be any errors, the on-time delivery of the packet. So these are all the common services. For building this one, the challenge for a network designer is to build the application using the common services, and the goal is to hide the complexity of the network from the application without overly constraining the application designer. So for when we think of the designer may come across the very many complexity to build the communication. So that communication should not come in front of the user. So he has to add the complexity whatever all the he come across. So as a user, as the end user, only what we require, only the proper communication we require. So the main goal is that one. What are the difficulty while building the network we have to hide, and the proper service has to be given to the user. So here what are all the common services? Mainly it has first one is the logical channel, and identifying the common communication patterns, and the reliability. These are all the subtopics under the support for a common services. So what is the logical channel? Logical channel is nothing but the actual media. What is the actual the channel, that is the where actual the data is transferring is called as the logical channel. So it will connect the one from one process to the another process. See within this diagram, we call this one as the cloud. So many hosts will be connected. but of course these are all can transfer the data from one system to the another system, but for from I am sending from this system to this system, actual channel, which channel I am using, that is the logical channel. So the challenge is to recognize which channel is the best. So if I want to send the data from one from my home to the with another person within the same city, I can choose a mobile. If I want to send the message from one person here to the another city, I can choose the email. So certain based on the which is the best suitable for me, so that my data should not be lost. If I choose this channel, what is its reliability, considering all those things, we have to choose the which channel is the best suited for our um, networking. So that is the logical channel. And the second one is identifying common communication patterns. When the communication is going on, what are all the patterns that can be easily available, and how we can make use of that one. First one is a FTP. It is one of the protocol, file transfer protocol. This one, it is used in the email transferring of the mail. We use the protocol FTP. And the another technique to get communicated is the client server architecture. So this one, client request some information to the server, and server will respond the proper data to the client. So and it has to be the multicast. Multicast server has to be available for the many clients. He has to respond to the many clients. So this is the one of the common communication pattern that is available. So for these things, we have two types of channels: request and replay, and message stream channel. What is a request replay? It is used in the FTP, file transfer protocol. It would guarantee that every message sent by one side is received by the other. See, mail, I told you the in an email, with if you have the proper mail ID, that file will be transferred to the respective person. How you guarantee that a message is transferred or not? You can go and check with the sent mail, or that person may respond with the acknowledgement kind of a message. So it is guaranteed that every message will be sent, and of course it maintains the privacy. Only one to one person communication can be done, maintains the privacy. The next channel type, we can use it as the message stream channel. So message stream channel, now what we are doing, that is video on demand and video conferencing app. Video on demand is different. I told you the boot example. Okay, Hotstar, that is a one of video will be already recorded and in the saved, and whenever we want that one, we can view. That is a video on demand. And video conferencing pricing, but many person can they have to come out on the online, and the communication can be done from one person to the another. That is a video conferencing app. So what's the disadvantage here is, there is a no guarantee that message will be delivered. Okay, this case happened in the video conferencing, when many people will come. We cannot show the proper message will be delivered to the all the person. There is a no guarantee. And the packet has to be traveled in the same order. Like a video, when you are watching a video, from one image to the next image, it has to come in the same order. That is the same. Maintaining of that packet in the same order is also quite challenging. Here maintaining the privacy and integrity is also important thing in this channel. So what this point is, request and replay, main thing it will maintain the privacy, and message stream channel we cannot assure you the privacy. And this channel, it can be used for a email transferring, and this channel it can be used for a video call or a video on demand. Okay, so the next is reliability. So what is the reliability means? It should give the good performance and the able to be trusted. If I am using this channel, I have to make sure that this is the good channel for my communication, so that there should not be any loss of data is there. That is the reliability. In the general meaning, in the meaning is the it is the trusted one. So what it is, major requirements of a network is to recover from a certain kinds of a failure. So when communication is going on, certain damage may occur. So we have to overcome with that damage to provide the reliable network. So what are all the failure, what are all the difficulties? That failure, it can come in the three ways. So bit error, packet loss, node and link level. Bit error means the data will be transferred in the form of ones and zeros. There may be a loss of a one bit, that is the bit error. So it happens in the physical link. It may cause the very small damage, but when there is a many bit change will happen, that is called as the, that may occur to the complete packet loss. So it is in a copper wire, one bit of error may occur for every 10 to the power of 6 to the 10 to the power of 7 bits. Okay. And in an optical wire, one bit of error may occur for every 10 to the power of 12 and 10 to the power of 14 bits. So which one it will be reliable? That is the optical wire is a reliable compared to the copper wire. So if you observe earlier telephone, they were using the copper wire. When the optical fiber they introduced, they switched to the optical fiber. Why? Because of this one, there is a less error. Okay. And the packet loss, this one I told you, when many bits error is happening, the complete packet may also lost because of the huge amount of data loss. Complete may be discarded, and it may also the overload. So many packets are sending continuously because of the overload. The complete packet may be the lost, and there may be a software mistake. This one, it will be something difficult to be recognized, what went wrong, which software went wrong. So because of this software mistake, the packet may also loss will occur. And the one of the packet loss, it may happen because of the late arriving. Sometimes the data cannot be reached on that time. We think that packet is not received. So this is the packet loss. And node and link level. So this is the physical thing. The physical link may cut if you are using the wire. It may cut some due to the damages of rain, thunder, okay, and some computer crashes. These are all the things the hardware designer has to deal with that one. Okay, why the computer crashes? It may be overloaded or maybe power loss. So these are all the hardware kind of things. So these are all the challenges to make. We have to overcome with these challenges to build the reliable network. Okay. So the last one is the manageability. Manageability means when you are building the network, what the manager, main goal of the manager is, he has to manage a network, include making when in a small network, when the 10 computers are connected, he can manage it. But what if the 15 computers are added to the same network? He has to expand the scale. At the same time, he has to expand the channel. If you are using the small copper wire, he has to switch to the optical wire so that it can reach to the maximum computer. So that is the include making changes as the network grows. And the troubleshooting, it may happen, I told you, maybe different reason, computer crash or power problem or the memory problem. So these are all the things, it has to be the managed by the respective manager. So just recollecting what we have studied, the main requirements, in the requirements for building the computer networks, we studied first one is the perspective and the connectivity Third one is cost effective resource sharing. Fourth one is support for common services. And the fifth one is the manageability. So that's end this requirements topic.